Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Just making a video today about Forza Horizon 4. Recently got my hands on the demo, and I know that the game's coming out on October the 2nd. That's also on Game Pass as well on the Xbox One, so it's definitely something to look forward to. I've got Game Pass myself, and it's getting better and better as time goes on. So I look forward to playing it, and I just wanted to give my thoughts and opinions on the game, really. What I thought about this demo and what I think about the general direction of the game, to be honest. For starters, I'll talk about the feel of the game. It definitely feels like a Forza Horizon game. It's got the same kind of soundtrack as all the previous games, which is great. I always love the songs that they have on here. But also the way the cars handle, the way the map feels. They've kept the same formula that they always have, I think, to be honest. There's not much changed. It does definitely feel the same as the others, but getting into what's new, really, as you can see here, it's moving into the winter, which is part of the new features that they've added to the game, where there's seasons now, meaning that I think it's every week that they'll be changing the season on the game, which is great because I think it will add a lot more diversity to the map, because I know that the map can get a bit stale after hours and hours of driving around it, so I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how that goes. So like I was saying, with the change of seasons throughout every week, there's also new changes with personalisation to your character itself. I know that you can now buy houses throughout the map in the game. It definitely is interesting, rather than in the previous games where there was just these big festival sites dotted around the map. You actually have a physical house to go to, which is cool. And there's also the player customization, so you can change the way you look with all different clothes and stuff, and I think you unlock that as you go, so it'd be cool to see what they do with that, because I think people want to show off if they've got a certain achievement or something. They want other people to see it, and also I know that this is more multiplayer focused now as well, because the game itself will actually pretty much be constantly in multiplayer. You'll have other drivers in the same map as you whilst you're just playing the ordinary campaign, so it's definitely good to see that they're integrating the multiplayer more now than they did previously. Okay, so as you can see, we're now moving into springtime. Just a cool little segment here. We're in a rally car and there's some motocross bikes going around. But aside from that, I'm just going to go over some of the more new features in the game in case you didn't already know about them. So there is now the route creator, so players can create their own custom routes anywhere in the open world for other players to drive along them. And then there is also the addition of 60 frames per second for Xbox One X players, so that's an option that's going to be added to the game for players with the Xbox One X, which I think is great, just because some games they're still holding back the frame rate, just because of the older generation of Xbox One consoles that can't really handle it. So I'm glad to see that there is an option for the players with the X to have a better gaming experience. And obviously, in most Forza games there's a huge selection of cars, and this isn't any exception to that. There is over 450 different cars in this game, which is crazy, and there's also 100 different manufacturers in this game. But one thing I do know is that Mitsubishi and Toyota are not among those manufacturers, so that's going to be bad news for a lot of people. That means there's no more Mitsubishi Evolutions or no more Supras, so it's sad to hear that, but I think Volkswagen's coming back, which wasn't in Forza Horizon 3, so that's good news. So this is the end of the initial demo phase, where you get to put your foot down with the McLaren Senna, which is quite a fun little segment, just because you don't have to concentrate so much on taking corners, you just get to drive the car flat out. But in terms of the actual game itself, what do I think of it? I'm still really excited for the game. There was nothing in the demo that led me to believe there was anything I wouldn't like in the new game, and it just seems like the same old Forza Horizon but with a few new great features, so it's all good in my books. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to the game, even more so than before I played the demo. And yeah, my expectations were definitely met. It's still in 4K native and HDR, so the game still looks stunning. Even if you don't have a 4K TV, which I don't myself, it still looks really good as usual. And yeah, nothing but good things to say about the game, really, and I can't wait for it. So yeah, after that bit of the demo finishes, the main part, you just get to choose from a few cars and drive them around in the free world. I didn't think I'd show that much of that just because it's the same old stuff, and I just wanted to give my initial opinions on it, not go too much into depth of what the map's like and stuff. Maybe I'll do that when the game actually comes out. But like I said at the start, the game comes out on October the 2nd, so I'll definitely be playing it then. And yeah, leave any comments of what you think of the game, whether you're looking forward to it or not. And if you like the video, like and subscribe.